Hello, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I look all crazy because I just finished my whole hair bit and I wanted to come on really quickly because it's going to be very difficult for you to see. I'm going to try to maneuver my head a little bit to try to get some of this light. We still haven't fixed the whole lighting situation, but this is about the fact that I'm going to come closer. Can you see? Like, the curl definition that is starting to take place is bananas. And yes, I said bananas. Also, I am also noticing the difference when people say that your curls on the end start to define before the rest of the hair does. Because I have some areas where maybe an inch or so, or an inch and a half, or yeah, about a half an inch or a little bit more, the curl is extremely defined and the rest is there. But after maybe a day or so, maybe probably about day three here, it starts to kind of get a little poofy, even though it still looks very nice. I'm going to take pictures of this. What I did do something different. And can you, I mean, just from the light bouncing off from this window, it is so crazy. I'm gonna and then I haven't like cleaned up and all that stuff because it's a evening time and I'm just gonna let it dry and so that it will be, so I can be here tomorrow for church and everything, and whatever. So it just went well. I did a deep condition with I used the Suave tropical coconut and I mixed it with melted shea butter, and not completely melted, but I put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds and it was kind of liquidy. And then what I did is I added another spoon of um, um, shea butter to it, and then I really mixed it really well to where it was like a creaminess. Then I added the Suave um, conditioner into it and mixed it really good to where it was just a nice, thick, rich. When I picked it up, like I could just feel the creamy yumminess of the conditioner. And I put that in my hair and allowed it to sit on my hair for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I did something that I normally do not do, or I haven't done it in a really long time, because I used to wash my hair in the shower, and I tried to stop doing it when I had to do all those steps. And today I thought, let me just try this. And I did, and I just did the steps really fast and really just went by touch. I'm noticing that when I'm doing this method, me looking in a mirror messes me all up. Me just going by touch and feel, I go faster. It looks better for some reason. And so I just kind of did all the different steps. And still, when I got out, so I still use the Suave clarifying, so to make sure that, it did a really good cleanse after having the deep condition on, and, did my scalp really good. I also used the Suave Tropical as that second phase of the cleansing step and ran it down the ends, finger detangled. I used the Tresemme Naturals and I finger detangled the rest of the way and kind of just put a heap of the Tresemme Naturals on there, and I allowed it to sit on my hair while I completed my shower. Then what I did is I rinsed and I left it in, and then I rinsed it out, all of it out, or the majority, and then put just a tad bit more and worked it in, and then I turned everything off and did a cold water rinse. I did the cold water rinse, getting out, believing that I was going to go through with the next steps. And I'm going to say believing because I'll tell you what I did next. I got out, did all my stuff, and I just put a old t-shirt on my hair just a tad bit, and then I removed it and just let it sit. And my hair, I'm noticing, does not just drip sopping wet. And so that helps. So while I'm moving around, it's just doing its thing. And so I did not completely section like I normally did. I noticed my back, the curls were like this immediately. I could feel them, like it was like, what? That's what my brain was thinking. So what I did is I only sectioned up a little bit and grabbed in sections, and not clipped sections, but grouping this top area because it was still kind of like Mad Einstein here. And so I just took those sections, and what I did is, all over I put my leave-in using the Kimmy Tube leave-in. I put it all over, and then what I did is took the sections across the top and just put a few minor just clips so I would remember, to be able to grab. And then what I did is I just grabbed just not heaps, but nice little amounts of gel and just ran it through and crunched it. Just crunched it all over. Crunch, 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 crunch. Then once I crunched it all pretty much around here, leaving these like it was like three clips up here. Then what I started doing is going through and doing the praying hands, working it in, working it in, working it in, working it in. Once I did that, it started looking really good. The curls in the back was going again, and um, I'm noticing that the curls are different than when I add other stuff on. So I'm gonna start doing some of those steps of maybe not going through all that to see what happens. But tomorrow I have a lot of stuff to do, and I don't want to take too many chances. Anyway, so I did the kind of praying hands, make sure the gel was worked in real good. Then I went through and just started scrunching and adding just I guess I scoop the gel, and what I do is kind of hold the gel in the palm of my hand and rake my finger my fingers through my hair, grabbing just a tad bit of gel at a time till I work all of the little bit of gel that's kind of held in the palm of my hand by that point is worked through entirely whatever section I'm in. And once I did that, I then just kind of did the same thing up here, but with a little more attention. Once that was all done, it was in there, it looked decent, and I had watched a YouTube video maybe a couple of days ago, maybe a day ago, about doing a cold water rinse. And I'd heard people talk about that before, but I'd never done it. And I thought, let's see, because she explained, and I believe I recall seeing them talk about it a little bit in the book, because I started reading it again, but I'm taking my time. And so I just put my head in the shower and let the cold water just run through. And once I was done, I covered my face and just started shaking my hair, shaking, 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 shaking. And now that I think about it, I'm starting to believe the shaking is good because it allows some clumping to take place, but I think it also just kind of disrupts a little bit in the back. I'm thinking about that right now. Anyway, I will try the cold water rinse again without the shaking. But the shaking does a lot for up here. It really allows my hair to clump. And so, anyways, I shook, 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 shook. Then I went out to my porch. Probably looked like an absolute nut to the neighborhood kids. I just went out there and just shook my hair, shook it, shook it, shook it. And then I came in. And once I came in, I took my towel and started doing, going over the different sections, removing the excess, just patting the excess, conditioner, gel, whatever was left sitting on top. And here is the end result. Um, I am going to take pictures the best that I can. I've been taking the pictures like right in the front of my head on my own, and I'm noticing that you can see the definition better. The shine, um, yeah, it's really like I'm so glad that I kind of got out of that normal routine. Okay, my face is so dry because I didn't put any oil or nothing. um, I'm so glad that I kind of got out of my way to try it and fully, fully, fully try it. Which try it, the curly girl method. And going into my third week, I can see it. I see a big difference. And people are always, asking, who does your hair? And all I'm doing is, plopping conditioner in it and some gel and going, and it's working. It's really working. The other thing, I guess the final thing with this update is that, I had to really think about what was my aversion to kind of trying this curly girl method. And I think what my greatest aversion was is because I enjoyed shampooing. And I had to think about, okay, why do I enjoy shampooing? I know everybody always says, because it's habit, you're used to it or whatever. And I also realized, well, for me, I think it was that. Plus, I liked this kind of squeaky clean feel, if that makes any sense. And so with that squeaky clean feel also came the removing of the moisture, whatever that was needed. And so that really makes me think more about that. I think that's it. This will actually serve probably like almost like my beginning because usually I would do this on Sunday. And so that would be the first day of week 3. tomorrow's the beginning of week 3 for me. Lastly, I think I did tell you that I did use some of the same process on my daughter's hair, and that is going fantastic. So, um, here we go, going into week 3. It turned out fantastic. I'm gonna actually, unlike before, attach the pictures to this video so that you can see them at the end. And I'm gonna go ahead and just ask my husband to kind of help me with the back ones. I'll take them in the front. He can take them in the back, and we'll see what goes from there. I'm so thankful for the people on YouTube and the blogs that have taken the time to really kind of detail their journey. And it doesn't have to be every day, I know, but that whole thing of trial and error, you really don't know what the nuances are that you should consider tweaking until someone else shares their experience with making those tweaks to their regimen. And so that has been helpful. The other thing that I feel like has been the greatest help is substituting that leave-in or the styling conditioner for the Kimmy tube. I still leave some of the Tresemme in after I kind of go through all of that. But when I am putting in the gel and everything, I'm using the Kimmy tube, and I believe that helps. My hair is, it just loves it. It loves it. I don't know what else to say about that. So, I wasn't expecting to be this long, and this light is awful. But like I told you all before, it is what it is. And I will add the pictures onto this video and keep moving forward. For all of my crocheters, I found the prayer shawl that I was working on in our storage because we're moving stuff over slowly from the storage so that we can still work and put stuff into the new place. And I found it. I found it, and I'm almost done with it. So I'm actually gonna have to do a video before Thursday because I am working to finish it tonight because I have someone to give it to. And so I don't know I mean, I know what I was thinking when I stored it, but I forgot what I was thinking when I stored it until I'd already found it. Does that make sense? So, anyways, I am off, off, off. Have a great day. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back probably um, either tomorrow or something. Showing the finished prayer shawl. With the one that I use, the traditional Jewish prayer shawl as my inspiration. So that's coming up. And of course, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you all so much and have a great day. Goodbye.